we doing, guys?
How would you kind of look at these last 2 days for your offense? How do you think you guys got done? Maybe better.
I think today was more execution. I thought, yesterday I think everybody kind of hit on the energy and just kind of the schedule we had wasn't exactly the normal routine. So today, energy focus was a lot better. Now it's just execution, and you're going to have those days in practice. And just for us offensively, it's not like we were trying to game plan against these guys during practice. So there's going to be some plays that you just got to take care of the ball and move on, like you do in games. You don't exactly always know what they're going to run, what blitzes or coverages. So for us, just executing better. I think when we ran the ball, it looked pretty good. Today, just too many balls on the ground, too many tip passes, or that ended up in their hands, I think. So for us, execution, take care of the ball, most important things. Other than that, I thought it was a good 2 days, and carry that in. And now, I guess now the preparation for these guys that are going to play is going to, kick in, and they got to go show their stuff.
For you, you've been in the league. I mean, this is kind of an evolution. We've seen 3 preseason games, joint practices. You're not playing. How difficult is it for you to get prepared this way and be ready, for September?
Played enough ball at this point that you know what a game day feels like. You know what that preparation and the whole week leading up to it feels like. But luckily we're in Florida heat. We're used to having to deal with longer days, and honestly, game days we're kind of spoiled. You got the cold benches and all that. You got TV timeouts. You're spoiled with a lot of cold beverages on the sideline. So for us, it's just a matter of staying mentally in it all day when it comes to practice and meetings, because in games you have to stay locked in until the clock hits zero. So for me, it's just getting back into the swing of things and just constantly communicating through these days of like, okay, we're going to have to constantly be communicating on game days, so why not do it now in camp, especially when we're going up against a different opponent with different looks.
Baker, you're the quarterback, team captain. On the offensive side, how do you address drop passes with your players? Is that something you let the position coaches handle? You kind of demand accountability and talk to this?
Yeah.
About that? How do you do that?
I mean, this is one of the things I learned early on. The worst thing you can tell a guy is to catch the damn ball. It's not like he's trying to drop it. Now, when it comes down to it, you look at, okay, did he take his eyes off of it? Did he have his hands in the right position? You look at the fundamentals of just back to the basics of catching a football and where they went wrong on that. But everybody knows they're trying to catch the ball, so it's just most of the time it's a lack of complete focus through the catch. You gotta pluck it and tuck it, and those are just the little things that you got to do, especially when you're playing against these guys that are going to come in. There's going to be collisions. They're going to be swiping for the ball. So, for me, just, hey, make sure you look it all the way through the catch until you tuck it. So that's it.
As far as your personal play, was there anything you were working on kind of into this joint practice, and did you feel like you really improved while playing other people?
Yeah, for me, timing and anticipation on some of these routes that we've been dialing up against our defense, just the concepts of expecting the guys to be in certain spots. Now, I'd say today was a little bit early. They don't pressure as much as our defense does, so it's a good and bad thing, because we're so used to having to get the ball out quickly against our guys, but also when it comes down to a game plan and playing other teams, it's a little bit more of a simple look, and so gonna have to slow it down a little bit and just consistently deliver the ball to the right spots. And so today, I think was just okay in that aspect.
Baker, how much has your chemistry with Mike grown, and how comfortable do you feel throwing to him? Because yesterday there was a ton of targets to him in the end zone. Today, a lot more targets as well. It almost feels like you guys are playing pitch and catch out there.
Yeah, it's for Mike and I. It's the constant communication. Obviously, he's going to win on a lot of his routes. That is who he is. And so for me, understanding and talking to him about how he's thinking he's going to win on different leverages, and obviously with time and experience and more reps, that continues to grow. But I just think we're in a very good spot, the two of us right now, and same with Chris as well. I think obviously Chris feeling better and better about where he's at physically, and Chris is an unbelievable communicator and a pro's pro. So just those two guys, and just constantly talking to them about, hey, if we get this look, what are you going to do? How are you going to run it? And just making sure we're on the same page. And I feel really good about where we're at.
So, Chris, he's really comfortable back in the slot now and running routes.
Yeah. Absolutely. You can tell he's excited to do a lot of that stuff. And, obviously from those guys watching the LA system, and a lot of our install tape is that LA system, and watching Cooper, and honestly last year with Puka as well, and seeing all the different things that he can do. And that's the stuff that Chris does best. And so playing physical through the catch, tight spaces, being able to have contested catches, and Chris is a unbelievable team guy that he's gonna get dirty in the run game as well. So he understands his role in this team, and it's extremely important.
What do you say about the pass protection from the offensive line over these last 2 days?
Really solid. I'd say, obviously they got a couple of bookends on the edge there, but I thought it was really solid for us. Obviously it's tough when you're no pads on, but yesterday I thought it was really good. I thought they passed off some stunts in games really well on the inside, and they're just continuing to improve the more reps they get.
Baker, it looks like wide receiver Cam Johnson had a good day out there. What can you say about the progress he's made, not just from his injury, but in terms of acclimating to the offense?
Cam Johnson's a stud. I didn't even know where Barton College was until like a few weeks ago. But whatever they fed him, and it worked. The kid, he's a polished receiver. He doesn't say much, locks in, and just does everything the right way. So for us, it's a kid that listens, but you bring the physical aspect of it. He's extremely smooth in his routes. He's explosive. I think he can do a lot of things for us. So he's another good guy in our room that's going to push everybody else to continue to raise that standard in the receiver room.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Baker.